Hi, I'm Dennis Gage. Thanks for tuning in to My Classic Car, home of the certified car nut. Well, this week we're at the Vanderburgh County Fairgrounds in Evansville, Indiana for the 30th annual Frog Follies. This is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, independent street rod show in the country. And it's also a bit of a homecoming because this is where we shot the very first pilot episode of My Classic Car. So to fill us in on all the details, here's one of the charter members of the Evil Iron Street Rod Club, Steve Meyerholtz.
Nice to have you back, Dennis.
Seems like only yesterday.
It sure does, doesn't it?
It was more like nearly a decade ago.
9 to 10 years ago, right.
But you guys just keep
Your handlebars a little longer.
Yeah, and I'm a little grayer, but
Yeah.
other than that, everything's fine.
Right.
And you guys keep growing. You just keep on growing. How many cars?
Right now we're at about 4,400. We'll probably get a few more, maybe up to 5,000. Probably 30,000 spectators, 15,000 rodders.
Incredible. Now, you guys have been, doing this for a while, and I call it the, probably the largest independent show in the country. Is that true?
I think it is the largest independent pre-49 rod run put on by a local club organization, a car club.
And where are they coming from? I mean, people seem to come from far and wide.
We have got them from at least 35 states this year, West Coast, East Coast, Florida.
Well, you guys have really developed quite a reputation after 30 years of being this really, laid back, almost family picnic.
It's basically, and we try to keep the costs low for everybody so they can come, they don't have to spend a lot of money, have a lot of fun, and just enjoy the day.
Now, you guys are kind of quiet about this, but you really donate an awful lot of money to charity. You donate all the proceeds, is that right?
Basically, all the proceeds go to charity. We keep a little for operating expenses each year, but approximately $100,000 a year we give to local charities.
And this is just a volunteer group of guys, right?
Totally volunteer. We got 49 members. We take care of basically every aspect of the rod run, the food booths and registration and all.
That has got to be a lot of work.
It's a lot of work,
And
but we enjoy it.
And you keep on doing it.
We keep on doing it. I guess we're affiliated with pain or something.
Now, not only are there somewhere around 5,000 street rods, but you've got swap meet, car corral vendors, what all?
We've got approximately 900 swap meet vendor spaces also in combination with the cars.
Well, man, I love this event. It's got this family picnic feeling to it, and people have been coming for years and years.
We've got a great grounds. We've got lots of shade. We've got asphalt areas depending on where you want to park. We keep them busy with activities, and it's a very inexpensive run to attend. We don't rob their bank to help pay for the event. And, we let the food and the spectators do that for us.
That is wonderful. Well, 5,000 rods, it's going to take a while to get around to see these all.
You're not going to make it, Dennis, so you better get going.
Well, let's do it. Let's do
Okay.
once around, okay?
All right, let's go.
Welcome back to My Classic Car and the 30th annual Frog Follies in Evansville, Indiana. Well, Michael, this is a nice 47 Chevy street rod, but you're not your typical street rodder.
No, I'm a little young.
A little
Most
bit
of
young,
them
yeah.
Are a lot older than me.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 28.
28. Now, when did you build this car?
Built it over the course of the last 10 years. I
So
bought
you've
it
been-
in 94.
Wow, you've been doing it for a while. Now,
Yeah.
was it in pretty good shape? Where'd you find it?
I found it underneath a tree. It had been there for 20 years in southern Indiana, and it wasn't in very good shape. It had only 14,000 miles on it though, but that's why it didn't have very many miles on it. It's been there for a long time.
So you've really done a lot of stuff to this.
Yes,
I mean,
I
you're
did.
obviously sitting pretty low. You got
Yeah, it's got air ride on it, and it's all home built system. I went and bought bits and pieces out of a magazine.
so this is riding on a budget.
Yeah,
Riding on a
cheap
budget.
as cheap as I could do it. I tried to do it because I didn't have any money.
Yeah, well, but it looks great, man. I love the interior. You got a mix of new and old there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the speedometer and the clock's all original, and then the regular gauges are newer style. And then that's a WD-40 straw. That was my speedometer gauge.
Boy, you really didn't spend a lot.
Yeah. Hey, it worked. That's all
works,
that made the
hey.
difference.
But where you did spend some money, obviously the wheels, those are Boyd Coddingtons. Those look cool.
Yeah, they're 18s on the rear and 17s on the front, and you got to have the big and littles for street rods. That's kind of the way it goes.
But man, you've done so many creative touches. I love your LEDs back here, your kind of third tail light there. Or what do we have?
They came out of a switchboard light at a radio station. They're just on a thing when you turn the switches on. Then
Those come on.
The lights come on. And then the orange ones on the side are turn signals, and the center ones are red are your brake lights.
Pretty
Your
cool.
brake lights.
Very creative.
And they're very noticeable for no more than what the little they are.
Oh yeah, it's a radio station, you know. Broadcast your turns, I guess. And so, okay, you're amazing me left and right. What else have you done?
Yeah, well, the back's all hand done. I built it all out of sheet metal, but the sheet metal came from refrigerator doors. I'd go and get the recycled refrigerator doors and just pull the doors off and then skin the whole sheet metal off of them. And then I'd have free sheet metal. Didn't cost me anything, just grind the paint off of it and it's free.
And a nice big piece, just refrigerators? Can you do washer dryers?
Yeah, you can use washer and dryers. They're a little thicker, so they work better on some of the other parts. So it's great. And then those are just semi-tail lights.
You got to know your appliances if you're going to street rod with Michael, right? Well, this is really cool. What do you got under the hood? What's pushing it?
Just a small block Chevy 305. Just for I wanted something to get good gas mileage. And
you need a pole for that, right?
Yeah, it gets 20 miles a gallon, and that's what I was looking for.
Didn't spend any money on the hood prop either, did you?
Nope.
But does she run nice?
Yeah, she runs good. I built her up just a little bit, just so I wanted something, but I wanted something that would be economical, and I want to drive. I drive it all the time. That's why it's dirty. It's not the cleanest one around, but
it's over the road.
Yeah.
Man, you know, this riding on a budget thing, though, I think you're onto something here.
Yeah.
Man, great work, and you're very
Thank
creative.
you very much.
I love seeing this, man. Welcome back to My Classic Car and the 30th Annual Frog Follies in Evansville, Indiana. The rods were still coming in strong. Man, you gotta love street rodders. I mean, who else thinks of this stuff? Well, Paul, this is a 41 cab over engine hauler. Pretty wild, but this is what you haul with it, right?
This is what I haul.
So what do we have here?
1937 Ford Ozy. It's the second one made by the company in Canada. We don't have the interior done yet, but we've got everything else done.
What's the engine?
LT1.
Oh, you're not messing around there either.
No.
Yeah. But this thing is insane. What all have you done here to make this?
We've tucked the cab, we've cut it in half, added 12 inches to the center section. We've cut the fenders, added 6 inches to each fender for overall 24-inch width. We've cut the back out of the cab, the front out of the sweeper. We sandwiched them together. We've put 3 DVD monitors in, 2 7s in the back, 15 in the front.
So the engine's back here?
I've turned the engine around, put it back here. It's a Cummins diesel with an automatic Allison.
So it does haul?
Oh yes, it'll go down the road. We can cruise 70, 75. And I wanted it different.
You definitely got that. I mean, are people like just crowding around this thing?
Oh, this is fantastic. It's been well worth doing because people are just flocking around it.
Yeah.
They seem to love it. Yes.
Well, hey, keep on trucking.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
That is one hairy hauler, let me tell you. Tom, 37 Zephyr Coupe. God, I've loved these things all my life. What a beautiful car.
Thank you.
Now, how long you had this baby?
About 3 years. Yeah.
Do you drive it much?
I drive it practically everywhere I go, unless it's really far. Yeah. I drove it here from Cincinnati, east of Cincinnati. Yeah.
You know, it's a beautiful body style. It's one of these things that, you know, it looks customized coming from the factory. You don't have to do a heck of a lot to it.
No, you don't. This is basically original in the exterior. Yeah.
But it's obviously not original in the interior. You've got
it's original seat, original dash. The only thing that's different is a leather. There's a little more padding in it. And the original dash, some of the gauges have been changed. Steering wheel's not the same.
Beautiful color too. Yeah. It's almost a purple, isn't it?
It's black cherry Cadillac, 1994.
Oh wow! Now again, I mean, gosh, what a long rear end! It's just whoosh.
Yeah.
You know?
It has about 2 foot more wheel base than what a regular coupe does.
Beautiful. Now these came, of course, with a very small V12, small size. But I bet you don't have the V12.
No, I took that out. Those didn't work too well.
No, they overheated quite a lot.
Yes.
That was one of their things. So what'd you replace it with?
I played it with a 75 Thunderbird engine.
Oh wow! So
429.
Like 429. And is that a Caddy air cleaner?
Yeah, it's a Cadillac. Yeah,
it really fits in there nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh man, Now, have you ever been to the Frog Follies before?
Probably my 4th year now.
You like the show?
I love it. It's the best in the country as far as I'm concerned.
Have people been kind of swarming around it?
Oh yeah, it draws a lot of attention.
Wow, God,
Yeah.
you know, again, I mean, it's one of the most beautiful designs around. Tom, thanks so much, man.
Appreciate
This
it.
baby is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Welcome back to My Classic Car. Well, Ken, this is a beautiful car, very nostalgic. I loved it. It sucked me in. What, a 36 Ford? All
Yep,
steel?
All steel.
Now, there's some mods on it. What all's been done to it?
Well, up front here we had 40 Chevy headlight buckets.
Okay. What's the running gear on it?
Oh, it's a C4 transmission with a 9-inch Ford rear
Uh-huh.
and with a flathead V8 with a B&M blower.
Yeah, that's kind of what sucked me in, I think. I was peeking out of there. But the interior too, it's you've pretty much left it kind of, you know, original. Again, very, very retro.
Yeah, I kind of copied that 50s nostalgia look here. It's got the original gauges. It's got the original steering column with the locking mechanism.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they had that. That's right.
The old turn signal deal.
Now this is actually a convertible, right? It's got the windows.
Yes. Yeah, it's got the roll-up windows, fold-down top. You know, it's not a cabaret, it's a convertible.
Uh-huh. Rumble seat, you got to have the rumble seat.
It's pretty neat. And we also, that's power.
Really? I mean, you hit a button and she comes up?
She comes up and goes back down.
Well, that's pretty trick.
Cowl vent the same way. It's all
Really?
it's all on power.
Oh man! And
Power
it looks
doors.
like you've Frenched in some what? 59 Caddy?
That's it. You got it.
You know, but otherwise, you really kept this thing. You know, I mean, this takes me back in time. This is kind of how they were building rods in the 50s. So let's talk a little bit more about that flathead, because that
Yeah,
that peeking
flathead
out just got me. Can you open her up?
That flathead was Dennis was built by Motor City Flathead in Detroit.
Oh yeah,
And it's,
Edelbrock heads, blower on it. So I mean, how does it run?
Oh, it runs good.
Pretty strong.
Oh yeah.
In that distinctive
it's-
flathead sound.
Oh yeah, it sings.
Now she's sitting pretty low
Well,
too.
I got it sitting on air ride.
I love the look. And this black satin paint. You know,
Yeah, that paint is actually a lacquer, acrylic lacquer with black suede added to it.
oh man, I think it looks fairly evil. You know. So you gonna leave it this color?
Yes, I want to, but my wife doesn't. It'd be red or yellow.
If she had her way.
She had her way with it. Yeah.
Probably check
know
with
how-
you next year.
You know how women are.
Let's see who won.
Yeah.
It's cool. I love that retro look. Thanks a lot, man.
Well, thank you.
Very cool ride. Well, Jerry, you know, what would a street rod show be without a 41 Willys?
Probably nothing.
Well, this one certainly pops, even among all these colors of cars here. This one screams. What is it?
It's a special mix. It started out as a candy pearl tangerine, and then it's a special mix after that.
And it ghost flames in it, very subtle, looks just dynamite. So I'm assuming this is a fiberglass body.
Yes, it's a fiberglass Dennis Taylor body.
How about the front end?
Front end's a Fat Boy front end, has air ride both front and back.
Well, of course. You've got a beautiful interior in there.
Well, thank you. It's an all leather interior with ostrich skin inserts in it, and the light wood insert that kind of offsets both of those.
Man, the ostrich looks dynamite. VDO gauges. Boy, she is just beautiful, and the colors and everything go so nice with the car. Well, what's under the hood?
It's got a 427 Chevy motor in it.
That's nice.
Big
You don't-
block.
You don't see that in a lot of them. Wow, but the big block indeed. Boy, that is what a unique carburetor cover you got there.
Well, it's different.
Yeah. What's the story on that?
The guy that built it, supposedly his wife modeled for it.
Boy, that's different. I bet that draws people in.
It does.
Gets a lot of comments, does it?
It does. You know, some understand, some don't. I think I'm going to change it over the fall. Give me
hey.
your address and I'll send it to you.
Thanks a lot, Jerry. This thing is
Okay,
really
Dennis.
cool, man.
Thank you.
Oh man, 5,000 street rods, beautiful setting, nice people, and more frogs than you can shake a stick at. The Frog Follies has been hopping for 30 years and showing no signs of slowing down. Always the last weekend in August in Evansville, Indiana. You don't want to miss this one.